the emotional impact of cancer, and the importance of communication. On this track, we examine the emotions that can follow a diagnosis of cancer. We talk about how these thoughts and feelings affect you and your relationship with others. You may experience difficulty in talking to your family, friends, and doctors. To help you identify and understand these emotions, recognize that they are normal and natural. They occur at different times for different people. Cancer is a life-changing event for you and for the people closest to you. It affects all aspects of your life, including the physical, emotional, mental, financial, social, family, and spiritual structures. Your cancer experience is unique. It cannot be compared to anyone else's. You and your family will have your own reactions and needs that differ from each other. Research shows that those who seek support individually or within groups cope better. However, your past experience in dealing with crises determines how you react to and cope with cancer. If in the past you dealt passively with situations, you might find yourself reacting in the same way. This could hamper your ability to cope. A person with a proactive style will find a sense of control. After the initial avoidance behavior, they take responsibility for what happens in their lives.
What emotions can I expect with a cancer diagnosis, and how do I deal with them?
When you are first diagnosed with cancer, you will feel a whirlwind of emotion. These emotions often follow a common pattern. They can recur at different stages, though this is not true for everyone. You may experience the following emotions. Deal with them as they occur. If you remain caught in an emotion, it can affect your psychological state and slow down your healing process. Shock and disbelief are often the first emotions felt. Cancer is going to strike someone else, not me. Many people see it as a fatal disease, though the illness can be managed and treated. Disbelief about what is happening is understandable and serves a useful purpose. It provides a calming, numbing effect that softens the news of the diagnosis. This gives you a chance to start adjusting to a major change in your life.
What emotion can follow this?
Denial. This is an inability to believe and acknowledge that you have cancer. Often expressed as, no, it can't be true. Denial functions as a buffer, allowing you time to accept your diagnosis. It can cause withdrawal, isolation, and mood swings. If it goes on for too long, you will delay facing up to the reality. You might postpone treatment, which could affect your prognosis. Uncertainty is created in your life. Instead of seeing it as something you die from, cancer can be viewed as something you learn to live with. Dealing positively with cancer allows you to live in the present, while still allowing you to make plans for the future. Guilt is a key emotion to deal with. Some people blame themselves for their illness and things over which they have no control, and see themselves as failures. I did everything right. Why did I get sick? Or may even think that they caused their own cancer. Some people mistakenly believe that they are being punished for things they have said or done. Remember, cancer is complicated. It cannot be attributed to one specific cause. Not being able to cope with the illness and its side effects may be another reason to feel guilty. Some people make unreasonable demands on themselves. They feel that they are not getting better quick enough. They are letting family and the medical team down, creating more unnecessary guilty feelings. Lessen the emotional burden guilt places on you by identifying why you feel guilt-ridden. If possible, resolve it through discussion or therapy. Anger. Saying things like, how dare this happen? I won't allow it. It isn't fair. Why now? I don't deserve it. The doctor is to blame. This anger is a reaction to the unfairness of what has happened to you and the unjust loss of your lifestyle. This anger can be directed at the cancer, at God, at the medical profession, at friends or loved ones. Anger can mask other feelings like fear, panic, and helplessness. It is easier than admitting, I cannot cope. Anger that is expressed is healthy it allows you to be proactive. Fear about what lies ahead is normal and to be expected. It raises questions about your life expectancy. How will the illness impact on your career? How will you manage your responsibilities as a wife or husband, a parent, a child or an employee? Fear is difficult to deal with. Remember, the more you know, the less you fear. It is natural to be afraid of the unknown. By allowing yourself to be fearful and sharing it with someone, your fears become more manageable.
What are the most common fears?
Fear of being abandoned. Family and friends may stay away due to their fears. Many are convinced that their loved one may die, so they withdraw to protect themselves. This can result in your isolation, which can lead to depression. Fear of disfigurement. For example, a mastectomy, stoma bag, loss of hair or amputation. You may no longer feel complete and withdraw from life, resulting in loss of self-esteem and confidence. This can lead to depression. Disfigurement is difficult to face. It takes time and effort to come to terms with your new body. Fear of pain. Many types of cancer do not cause pain. Should pain occur, it can often be managed effectively. Knowledge and information about the pain that your cancer and side effects may cause will alleviate this fear. Talk to your medical team. Fear of death. Even if your prognosis is good, death will now be more real than it ever was before. Coming face to face with your mortality can be frightening. A spiritual belief will assist you at this time. Even if you are not religious, accept the prayers and thoughts of others. The fear of losing your independence and having to rely on others is quite normal. It is as if the cancer is in control of your body, the doctor is in control of your treatment. You feel that you are losing control of your life. Loss of financial independence is a common fear. Dependency on your medical team is acceptable up to a point, but empower yourself to be involved in your treatment options and decisions. Do not give up control and decisions over your life and your situation. Stand up for your needs. If you feel that you are not coping with these changes, reach out for assistance and support. Face these fears through talking to family and friends. Support groups and counseling will also help. Communication with those who have been there is beneficial.
What other emotions can be expected?
Sadness and depression are common at this time. Depression is really anger turned inwards. It will occur if your feelings of helplessness and anger are not expressed and worked through. Moving from feeling strong, vital and in control of your life to helpless, ill and dependent may seem too much to deal with. Short-term depression and sadness is normal.
When should I seek medical help?
If the following symptoms continue for longer than 6 to 8 weeks. When you lose interest in things that used to give you pleasure. When you sleep too much or too little. When you lose your appetite. When you feel constantly tired. When you lose the ability to think clearly or concentrate. When you feel guilty or worthless. If your health continues to decline, the resulting depression may lead to feelings of suicide.
How do I reach acceptance?
Working through these emotions will help you accept the situation. Then you will feel more hopeful, less resigned or despairing. This allows you to focus on future life goals and to be realistic about progress and plans.